You don't have to be honest. I think sometimes for Xbox owners or Xbox One X to get good news, sometimes it takes corresponding for that to actually happen, right? So this is one of those situations where an announcement by Sony actually is great news for Xbox One X owners and Xbox One owners in general, and I'm going to tell you why. What's up, everybody? Crapgamer here with Crapgamer Reviews, back with another video. Thank you guys for checking it out. I really do appreciate it. I would also appreciate if you guys hit that like, share, and subscribe button because it helps out the channel tremendously, and it means a lot to me personally. Also hit that bell so you get notified of all that content as soon as it drops. You guys will be the first in line, so thank you guys so much for all the awesomeness. I certainly do appreciate it. It does mean the world to me. So with that being said, Sony, as I mentioned earlier in the video, announced that they're going to do a different type of E3, right? Yeah, this isn't like exactly the leak, but they did announce that they're going to do a different E3 focusing on only 4 exclusive games, which were Ghost of Tsushima, they're going to do the Death Stranding, and they're going to do The Last of Us 2 and Spider-Man. So we know what they're offering, and we know that a lot of this has to do with the fact that they've actually, you know, done announcements years and years in advance, right? So with that being said, that's not even the most important thing that they announced today. The most important thing that Sean Layden announced today was, in fact, the fact that they aren't going to release any or talk about any new hardware this year. So he had this to say, in quote, "We're going to be focusing on our great content. There will be no new hardware announcement at E3 this year. You heard it here first." Now, it seems like with their way that they're focusing on E3 right now, everything's going to be just about their lineup. They're probably not going to show too many third-party stuff, for the main reason being all that stuff's going to look better on Xbox One X. Sort of like how they pulled some of that stuff last minute last year, and they had such a short conference. But this is great news for Xbox One X owners, because the longer they can buy time, the longer Microsoft can buy time without Sony coming out with a new console, the longer you have the most powerful console, the longer you have to prepare your next generation offerings. And what this really means is we know what every single one of Sony's first party studios are doing, right? We know what every single one is doing. And we know that Sony is notorious for struggling at the start of each generation. And with that being said, if they struggle at the start of next generation and Microsoft comes out with Fable 4s and new IPs and Gears 5 and all these great games, and you can also get those on Game Pass, and you know, even if not on Game Pass, you can still buy them at launch or whatever, because Microsoft doesn't care about install base. Look, the big heavy bangers and heavy hitters usually, traditionally, don't release at launch, right? If you look at that, right? Like, they don't. Like Halo did, and I know that's what somebody's going to bring up, but Halo wasn't a heavy hitter at launch. It was a new IP. You know, Gears even was a year after launch on Xbox 360. So you're not going to launch those games like that, right? Unless you're doing forward compatibility. That way you can also tap into that install base that you already have as well, and then also luring new people that want the latest and greatest. That's probably Microsoft's plan, and that could work out extremely well for them, and I think that's what they're kind of aiming for. So this is fantastic news for Microsoft. Great news for Xbox One X owners and Xbox fans and PS4 owners too, because let's face it, I can guarantee you that most of you don't want to go running out buying new hardware. You know, you want to focus on the games. I want to focus on the games. I'm tired of talking hardware, to be honest with you. So I'm happy about this. This is great news. I will link the article. Let me know what you think. Rate, comment, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Rack 'em up. Crapgamer out.